What's in the bag, you ask? Well, stick around. I'm going to show you all the used and new vinyl goodies I've purchased in the past few months. Stick around. Hello everyone, welcome to Off the Charts, episode 401. My name is Dan and I shall be your host today. So cheers to you all. Before we start off, if you do like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Hit the little thumbs up and the little bell to be notified when I publish new content like this. So I've been wanting to show these for a little while here. I haven't done as much purchasing of vinyl online because if you're unfamiliar, we had a postal strike again. It's still technically on, but only certain areas are on strike. So I'm not getting as much used vinyl. And I was actually joking with my my mailman the other day. I went for a walk and he just sees me take for a walk. I go, "Hey Dan," and I met him a couple of weeks later. Goes, "It's pretty bad when your mailman knows you by your first name, and even when he's not even delivering a package." So yeah, he sees me often with vinyl purchases. So anyway, we're gonna go look at some of these used and new vinyls I got in the mail in the past few months. So first thing. This one here, I went basically all out for this band here. I was always intrigued by them, and just by talking with people and seeing how big of an impact they had on the hair metal era, I said, you know why not? So, and I got some different covers that you may be used to here. So I'm talking about Hanoi Rocks. So I've got their first one now. Bangkok Shocks, Saigon Shakes. So Hanoi Rocks, their first album. Here's the back of it. And of course, I've got Self-Destruction Blues. So Hanoi Rocks again. There you go. And Oriental Beat. There you go. There. Back to Mystery City. I hate these little inserts that don't, back, see right there, this annoys me here. Back to Mystery City. There you go. And last but not least, but my favorite, Two Steps from the Move. I remember this cover here as a teen. Did not know who they were. I saw this. I'm like, Hanoi Rocks. Is this a Chinese band? Like an Asian band? Not even close. They're from Finland. So yeah, I've got myself the first 5 albums from Hanoi Rocks. Then they disbanded. Then I think there's like 2 or 3 left for me to get from that band there. So we shall see. So that was my first stab at, well, no, not true. I had a greatest hits that I got on iTunes, which is it's okay. This is one of those bands that I find is better as a whole album experience as opposed to a greatest hits. So that's one right there. Next up, I joined this Facebook group, and there was this one guy that kept showing 4 albums from this year or 4 albums from that year. And when I saw this one here, and you know me with my sexist album covers, sexy or sexist album covers, which I haven't done for a while because I haven't found any great stuff there. So I bought this one simply because of the album cover. So it's Glorious Bank Robbers Dynamite 6 Dose. I have never heard of these guys, and wow, this was good. Well, same like Hanoi Rocks, but a different type. This is like sleaze rock, one of the better sleaze rock albums I've ever heard there. So yeah, I do recommend this one here if ever Oh, can't hide the butt crack, right? So yeah, Glorious Bank Robbers Dynamite Sex Dose. I was very pleasantly surprised for that one. Thought I was just getting a decent album cover. Turns out the album was quite good. Next up here, this was actually recommended by my friend Dave Brown. So I've had this for a few months also. They just haven't done anything with it yet. But Little Angels Don't Pray for Me. I had never even heard of these guys. I think I talked about them in my episodes where there's band names that resemble each other, and of course I use the word angels. There's so many angel bands out there. But yeah, I got this one here. This is actually probably one of the first ones I got when the strike was sort of over. So Little Angels Don't Pray for Me. Here's the back cover. Okay, now this one, I did have the first, this is a Canadian artist. I had his first two albums, and one person's like, I think it was actually Dave Brown again. He's like, what, you don't have this album? So I'm like, fine, I'll find, if I can find it when the strike is over. It's to a point there. And one of the sellers on Discogs actually had two that I was missing from this artist. So first one is Aldo Nova Twitch. So just got this one here. So yeah, I got the first two Aldo Novas. Now I got the first four, because next up is Aldo Nova, Blood on the Bricks. I remember this when this came out. My cousin Caro, actually, who did the Rush episode with me, I said, you remember when you had that CD way back? And go, oh, she's like, oh my God, I love that album. I have a little story regarding a song on this album that appears somewhere else later on in this episode here. So yeah, Blood on the Bricks from Aldo Nova. I remember seeing the video for Blood on the Bricks. I'm like, that is a good song. I guess this is where he went hair metal. So yeah, that's another good one right here, Canadian artist. Now I got the first four. And also, I don't just get my suggestions from you guys or that Facebook group, but there's also Instagram. And I saw this album here. The reason I got it was because it was it produced? Yeah, produced by Eddie Van Halen. Says, all right, should be good, huh? So Private Life, is that what it's called? Just self-titled? Yeah. Shadows. No, Private Life, and the album is called Shadows. Where is it written? Okay, so it's written Shadows on the side right here, but nothing on this cover here. It's okay. It's very light rock, like borderline AOR type rock there. It's okay. It's not bad. It's okay. So Private Life, Shadows. And here's the back cover right here. Okay, this next one here. So from my album analysis, some people recommend bands here and there. So I noticed this band has 3 albums. I managed to find 2 of the 3 albums at a very decent price. I'm just missing the one that was actually suggested by someone here. So there are 2 bands of the same name, obviously there. So this, I think, is the first one. This album is from 1981. So Rage, Out of Control. So with this album cover, never would have bought it. Never, not even close. Doesn't look like hard rock, or it's rock verging on maybe hair metal, hard rock, maybe like hard rock light. Let's put it that way there. So I've got this one here, Rage Out of Control. That's the UK, not the German Rage. So these are the guys right here. Probably not as heavy as Legs Diamond that I shown you. And of course, me being the perv that Kevin always calls me, got it mostly because of this album cover here. So here's Rage with Run for the Night. And here's the back cover here. So I'm just missing the middle one, Hard and Heavy or something like that. I forget the album name there. But yeah, this album cover does not resemble what the product, like the first one was more hard rock. This is basically almost AOR light hard rock there. So yeah, Rage, Run for Nights. They're still, I prefer that first one than this one here, but I'm missing the one with those two girls on the covers there. So here's Rage, Run for the Night. There you go. This one here was recommended as a, one sec there, was recommended by a viewer saying that this should be right up my alley for those album analysis I do on Wednesdays. And when I saw the cover, I'm like, sold! So here's Wrathchild. Delirium. There you go. Wrathchild Delirium. Love that cover. And here's the band shot. And I think this is a gate. Yeah, this is a gatefold. There you go. I'm going to save this one for my review. There's a lot of... it reminds me a lot of Shaboom. Let me put it that way. So, Wrathchild Delirium. And I was talking with my buddy Pascal, and he goes, so I guess these guys were the ones responsible for the other, I think it's a thrash funk band called Wrathchild America, had to change their names because of this band. And I think this band only has one album. So, yeah, that's Wrathchild Delirium. And again, here's the back cover. So that's what I got used. Now I've got four brand new releases. So I'll go through these quick because I will be doing an album review regarding these ones. Again, these are all alphabetical there. I don't do a preference for right now for this year. So I don't know if you guys remember when I did my Highway Child album review, and I said Highway Child kind of reminds me of this band. Well, here we are with this band. So Heavy Pettin' Rock Generation. Again, I'll be doing a review. This is a brand new 2025 release. So Heavy Pettin' Rock Generation. There you go. There's the back cover right there. So that's a new release I just got. I don't know what's up with the H's, but here's another one. And this one, I ordered this in June. It's been out in the public, but I went and ordered this on their, as opposed to the record company, I went and ordered it from their main website, which was actually worth the wait because it comes with a bonus track if you order it from their main website here. So, Honeymoon Suite, Wake Me Up When the Sun Goes Down. So, these guys were gone for like over 10 years, and then suddenly an album last year, an album this year. So another Canadian band here. Honeymoon Suite, Wake Me Up When the Sun Goes Down. Here's the back cover, and here's the proof of the bonus track right here, which is not on the Frontiers version apparently. So, yay me. All right, next up. If you guys didn't check out my interview I did with this guy here, so this is the singer from Sword, Rick Hughes, who did released a brand new solo album here, and this is good. I've been listening to this one for a long time, and if you haven't checked my interview with Rick Hughes with my co-host Mike Ladano, I will say that this has to be the most positive person I've ever talked to in a long while. This is the kind of type of person I want to hang out with. Like, he's so full of positiveness as opposed to all the negativity in the world right now. This is a guy I would love to hang around with. So Rick Hughes, Redemption. There will be a review on this album also coming very soon. Here's the back cover, and if you're unfamiliar with this guy, check out. They released a video, or he released a video with covering the Who's "The Real Me." But what's actually cool about it is actually he reunited the Blizzard of Oz lineup. So he's got Rudy Sarzo, Brad Gillis, and Tommy Aldridge as his backup band. And they're in the video too. Great version of the song. So yeah, Rick Hughes' Redemption is another new release. And last one, I'm a sucker for Christmas music when it comes to rock. Haven't listened to this one yet because I got it, last week? I refused to listen to Christmas music until at least December. So, Striper, The Greatest Gift of All. Apparently, there's, well, Christmas songs we all know, and also originals from the band. So, The Greatest Gift of All Christmas album by Striper. I mean, is anybody surprised that these guys came out with a Christmas album? There's the back cover right here. And there you go. That's the insert right there. So that is what I've got so far. Now, I do have some stuff coming in the, well, hasn't been mailed out yet, but I did buy the Darkness One-Way Ticket to Hell and Back vinyl reissue, which I checked yesterday just to find out what the date is, or the release date. It's apparently this Friday, or today, actually, when you're reading this, watching this, but it's sold out. One that I ordered, I couldn't believe it. I ordered a new Peter Criss vinyl. I have his, the one song. I'm like, I'm not gonna base it on just the one song, but if I'm gonna base it on the one song, could this be the best Peter Criss solo album I've ever heard? I don't know yet. I've only heard the one song, and I was like, wow, that's original. That's actually pretty good. So waiting for those ones. And also Danko Jones, Leo Rising, which also should be... Jesus Christ. What is with the hiccups? Yeah, Danko Jones, Leo Rising. And there's also a Dangerous Toys Demolition, like a demos of unreleased songs, which we'll see. And also, I just learned there's a new Ginger Wildheart album. It came from the north. I'm like, of course, I got to get that. So that's what I have for 2025. And I'm not even going to get into what's already pre-ordered for 2026, but we'll leave that for next year. Right now, we're concentrating on 2025. So that's what I have right now. So these are new and used vinyl purchases I've made in the past few months. And there you go. The mail seems to be back up here. So I'll slowly be ordering, well, looking out for some good stuff here online. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a great whatever, and we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye-bye. What's in the bag, you ask? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to show you all the used and new vinyl goodies I've gotten in the past last months. Take care. See you soon. Ah, that sucked.